and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Nick Files. I'm your host, Nick Muley. Today, we're going to be kind of making this relatively simple. We're going to pick up from where we were last week, which, as many of you know, I know some people are just tuning in right now, but for those that tuned in from last week, we talked about Wildwood Sanitarium, in which we were talking about the history and paranormal stories involving this location. However, today is going to be another video review episode because there are so many videos to really check out of investigations that have occurred in Wildwood over the years. So, but here's the thing: because of how popular Wildwood is, there are just so many different videos of investigations of Wildwood, at least within the last 5 years, anyway. And hey, Lois, great to see you here. Awesome, great. You're the first one too in the chat, so great to see you tuning in. That's awesome. Love you too. Yes, yeah. Team Lois, not Team Scott Matthews. That's funny. So yeah, like I said, because of how highly popular this place is, there's just so many videos. Investigation videos of this place throughout the last 5 years, and understandably, I try to show as many of these investigation videos on the show as possible. But when you have so many of them within a few years, there's just absolutely no way I could show every single one of them. And a lot of them are also very long videos too. I mean, the average limit I usually allow when I show these videos is no more than 35 minutes. And some of these videos that have been recorded there over the years are well over a couple hours. So there's obviously no way we could really review them. I even have a video of my own of an investigation at Wildwood last year, in fact, with Jeremy, as well as Tom McNicholas. But that too was a very long video. That's a 3-hour video on its own. So again, there's just no way we could really review it for the entire show. So what I decided to do instead was just kind of look over a lot of the other investigation videos that weren't really much of a documentary style type of video. I just really picked out a number of them. I mean, I got pretty much like a good portion of the videos that I always borrow from YouTube, which of course, as I always want to say, all videos go to the respective paranormal owners and teams. I don't own anything on them other than just reviewing them. So I got a majority of them, but understandably, there's just no way we could show every single one because there's just so many of them. So I only just focus on just really the shorter videos and the ones that are no more than 35 minutes and the ones, simple as that. So, in fact, I haven't even added all the videos, but fortunately, I have enough that could really cover me throughout the proportion of the show. So, without further ado, we'll get right down to the first video I got. So, give me 1 second here. Let me go through this fun activity as routine as I always have to do. So, give me 1 second here, and I also got to send this once again to the It's Haunted Network page. So, you know what? I'll actually do that while the video is while one of the videos is running. So, give me 1 second here. Okay, because I always, as a reminder, I always got to check to see if the video is actually, if the slideshow is actually showing. Yep. Okay, so we're good. All right. So, like I said, I got a couple videos of previous investigations. This is probably one of the oldest ones that I found. And the coolest thing is, this has actually been recorded by somebody who a lot of us know. He's also a very good friend of mine, as well as also a good paranormal brother of ours. I think I actually might be seeing him later this year. I saw him earlier this year at OSR. This was recorded back in 2018 by our good friend Daniel Clays, who I'm sure a lot of you guys know is the owner of the Hinsdale House. So, as usual, whenever I do these video reviews, I haven't really watched them prior, so I don't know really what to expect. I usually like to surprise myself when I do this. So let's see what we can see from this first video. And this one is about, let's see, how long is this? This is about an 8-minute video. So again, I'm not sure if we're going to get through all the videos today, but we'll probably get through a good portion of them. So let's see. Oh, whoops. Sorry. That was my fault. Hang on. Accidentally accidentally clicked the wrong. Let's click the wrong button. Give me a second here. Let's try that again. Okay. I got to go through this routine once again. Pickle Tom's in the house. Wow, the viewership's rising. That's awesome. We're getting a few other folks here. Let's see. Baldy must be in at a whole bad age. Retirement must have put him to bed early. Yeah, I know. It even does look kind of eerie just by the look at it. But let's see. Again, let me fix this. Again, I got everything set up. So let's try that again and see how it looks in video form. So again, without further ado, here we go. Yep, here is the first video. I don't think that there's any sound to this, so it's just a video. And even with the volume up high, I can't even hear anything. So I think it's just video. And while I'm watching this, let's see. Share this to the Haunted Network page quickly. Actually, I think there might be a little bit of sound. All right, awesome, Lois. Thank you as always for tuning in. You have a great night. Oh, that's great, Tom. I'm good to know that she got moved to a rehab center. You know what this is? Actually, this is really just a sample of a video. I just looked it up, and it turned out that in this video, it's really actually a 2-hour video, but they took a snippet of a 7-minute snippet of it because they must have captured something at some point. I'm just checking to see if there's anything that we should be keeping an eye on. Now, from what I remember, I'm just looking at what we're expecting to see. And someone here says, look where the baseball is resting against the wall. There's a shadow to the left of the bat, and it moves. It doesn't move quickly, but you realize that lighting is changing while looking in that area. But that's said, could be just that person's eyes, but that's at least what he saw. So you guys tell me what you guys see when you watch this. I'll just let this run for another minute because if I don't see, the only problem was they didn't say exactly when it was. So if nothing happens within another minute or two, we might just go to the next one because. All right, Tom here. I was actually able to hear her voice yesterday for the first time in a month. She had a voice valve in the trach. Wow, it's got to be quite a relief to finally hear her voice, Tom. See a bed, a window, a horse, and a doll. Yeah, I think basically, this is one of those videos that maybe that again, it could be a while before well, actually, no, there's at least, well, yeah. Let's see where. Yeah, I think we'll just go on for the next one because there's just not really much happening in this one. So let's get all right. So the next video, this one is I heard is said to be a little more interesting. This is involving a door, I think, opening and closing, and that's actually what it's going to be like for the next 2 or 3 videos after this. So we probably will be seeing movement from this one. Again, there's not really any sound involving this video, but at least this time we might actually see something occur. Good evening, Yvonne. Good to see you. You know, I've often thought about that, Tom, about talking to Kenny about it, and I know how well known he is, especially in the skeptical field. And I gotta admit, I probably would agree with a lot of what Kenny talks about, especially when it comes to like orbs and that kind of thing, because I'm a little skeptical on a lot of orbs. Usually, I usually debunk a lot of them, so that would be a good conversation to have with him. So I'm gonna assume this door that's supposed to be said to be opening and closing. I'm gonna assume obviously it's the door right here in the background. Oh yeah, I know he debunks everything. Good to see you too, Yvonne. Oh, now this is interesting. Whoever uploaded this, instead of us having to watch the entire thing, I think this person actually is trying to move at the exact point when this door opens and closes. What's up, Robert?
Hey guys, sorry to spook you. This is ETPS rating.
The hell?
What we're here is a feeling.
Okay, I just need to pause that for a quick second because I'm thinking to myself, is that the video or is that coming from somewhere else? I don't even know what that is. I'm just gonna leave that mute. That was weird. Actually scared the hell out of me a little bit. Well, actually, no. Let's, on second thought, maybe it was.
Swing it back and forth.
Oh, okay. So wait, my mistake. He was talking a little bit about what was going on. That was my fault.
New York. And what we're doing here, Drago, is see this is right there, the left edge. There's a door right there. Swing it back and forth. So when I first time looking in there, the door was just staying right there, staying closed. Nothing else but right there, and there's a reflection of the right side, the left window. Like there's a face in there with the mask, and just standing right there, and then the blinking lights on the right side. That's the blinking lights from the camera. So,
Tough.
And, it's like what you see the light, not the light, but the door on the top right edge. Please leave a like, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, my channel is going to be all about paranormal. If I got captures and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video so far in the YouTube. So, we are just keeping on with the
let's go fast forward to see. Hey. It's going to fast forward to see if anything actually is moving in this one. Okay. Not really much of a good speaker for starters. It's kind of hard to actually even understand what he's saying at times, but I'm not really seeing much of it. But Tom makes a good point here. He says, let's see, the door could be swinging back and forth due to drafty old windows. They do look pretty old, and that is very likely, Tom. So yeah, you channeled your inner Kenny Biddle. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to say, especially if this person, since I can't really understand a lot of what this guy is saying about, claiming that it's paranormal. He doesn't even mention that, that there was no windy draft, or if it was windy out, like there was a storm or anything. Doesn't really give much detail into it. So I think probably it's best we just go on to the next one. Now I'm hoping this is another similar video. It's actually by the same camera, but this time what I'm actually going to do, instead of just sitting and waiting, see without, and hopefully that guy is not talking again. See if anything is. We'll just skip through it instead of just sitting. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Okay, I missed something here. I kept thinking it was going to be this. I thought it was like some kind of door or something. And now I came to the realization, because I'm being really dumb. Even though I've been here to Wildwood. That is actually just a window. This here on the left is what we got to focus on. Here in the upper left-hand corner. That's where the door is moving and opening. So let's go back and we'll review it again and see. Oh my God, I did not even see that. Again, it could still be a draft maybe, but still, I should have, I did not even see that coming. Yeah, it's definitely an old place, Tom. They don't even know the exact year it was built, but they believe it was probably built somewhere probably in 1900, although parts of the structure looked like they were built in the late 1800s. So most websites will usually point it to either the build date's either 1900 or 1906. I'm not surprised if Taryn was there a few years back. It's a really fascinating location, and I'm actually hoping to go back. Well, I'm not sure about this year, but hopefully next year. There is an event that is coming up. I talked about it last week on my show, which I'll probably advertise one more time before the end of the show. Okay, so right here, now I can kind of see the video, the dorm swing, not necessarily swinging, but moving on its own. Again, this is probably most likely just a draft, but you can clearly see here in the corner that, yep, see, you can really see it moving on its own. The one thing I wish whoever recorded this video, it's too bad that they're not able to turn the camera to actually show the full door being moved. Oh, wait, Tom makes another good point. The fact the door is off screen, you can't see beyond. It could be very well someone faking it. Tom, you know what? I should have even said what I just right before I read that. You're right. Maybe it could be somebody, because you always got to be careful when you're looking at particular type of paranormal evidence, because a lot of times it can not only just be debunked, but it could sometimes be someone faking the evidence too. So that's why I just said it's too bad that the camera is not pointed towards the door. Okay, so you said Robert, look at the pillow. Trying to see what's going on with the pillow itself. Oh yeah, they definitely do, Tom. I know. So Robert, tell me what I'm looking at when it involves the pillow. You're good, Eric. You're fine. Robert, did you see like something happen? Like, was there like a movement on the pillow, or what exactly am I seeing? Because I'm not really seeing much. I'm watching for it along with the door, but Oh, look at the creases when the door opens and shuts. Okay, hang on. You only got a minute left of this video. Yeah, I couldn't really see much, very much of the activity occurring on the pillow, Robert. But that either way, again, maybe it's somebody just moving the door too, but it's still interesting to see. So, see what else. So on to the next video we got here. Oh, Jesus, this seriously. How long is this one? Okay, this is, I believe this is the last video in this bedroom before we move on to another spot. This was taken, all three of these videos were taken around that same period. This was around February of 2019. So we're going to look at one final video, see if there's anything else that occurs. I'm not really sure what else to expect, but at least this video is at the this is the shortest of them. This is only about 2.5 minutes of footage. This is also, I believe, the very last video where there's really, for the most part, no sound involved. So next one we got will have sound in it. Oh, geez, look at that. Okay, the door just moved again. Moved a little faster this time. Again, this could easily be somebody maybe just moving around. Damn, I just wish the camera was really pointed more towards the door than where it's at right now. We'd be able to get a real full view to see if, nobody's really actually there. Hey, what's up, Kate? Great to see you here. All right, I think that is okay. There's just like another 40 seconds left. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much other than the door moving, but again, that could easily be debunked. So yeah, it's interesting, but I'm not I'm not really so sure about this one. Yeah, just 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left, and then we'll get right to the next one. Yep, see the door is moving just a little bit again. Again, it's just really hard to see with it just being in the left-hand corner. Okay, so on to the next one. Now this one, oh, this is a Eevee ghost box session. So see what the responses we get out of this one. This should be, again, at least this one will have sound. This is also a longer video as well. So listen carefully of what could be said during the session.
My name is Brian. And this is Jessica. Can you talk to us?
Yeah, I know.
Were you a patient here? Roger.
Why are you showing me an hourglass? Who is it then? Who's showing me an hourglass?
Hourglass.
What does that mean to you? You're gonna make the temperature go up again?
Did you follow us through the other room? Please don't raise the temperature. Can you put the temperature back down to 0? Baseline.
You want the electroshock therapy, people?
Not really getting too many responses.
Are you a patient?
Oh, I thought I heard something.
If you're not going to talk to us, we're going to have to leave.
Now I know it's not just a ghost box session, spirit box session that they do. I think they also do a dowsing rod session as well.
It is right in the sunlight. Grab that. Grab that.
Can you talk to us, please?
Oh, you're making me tired.
You just want to talk.
I'm sure you hear that a lot, huh? A lot of times people ask who you are.
Is it too difficult to use the machine?
You got your phone? You're ready?
Oh, there's a response. Hello, Liz. Okay, so a dowsing rod session they're doing now.
Show me a yes. Thank you. Straighten out, please.
We're going to shut this part down, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Straighten out, please. Thank you.
Those are birds in the background.
Show me a no. Show me a no. You can do it.
I count that as a no.
I'll count that as enough. This one's sticking a little bit. Were you a patient here?
Yes.
Yes. Straighten out, please. I think there's something in this one that's not making it not move. Straighten out, please. Thank you.
Are you male?
Are you a man or a woman?
No, one or the other.
Sorry. Are you a man? No answer.
It's going, your left hand's pulling out.
Are you a woman? answer yes. Thank you.
Victoria.
Is your name Victoria?
Thank you. Hi, Victoria.
Wow.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Ryan.
Thank you for communicating your name with me.
Were you a patient here?
It's like you already asked that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Straighten out, please. I don't know why the right is not moving.
Your right hand, I can tell, is higher than your left hand. That's also further out away from your body.
So if you were not a patient, were you a nurse here? Yes. Thank you. Straighten out, please.
Can you point to where you are in the room? Use them to point where you are. Right in front here. Straighten out.
Straighten out, please.
Thank you. Are you happy about the work they're trying to do here? Rather reluctant. Yes.
Yeah.
Are we in a movie theater? Thank you.
I'm going to take that as either a non-answer or a no.
It was
Moving now.
moving away. Alexa, to unlock the car, please.
You see now, Robert here says, why rods? Just light a candle. If it can move rods, it can blow a candle.
Do you want me to try with the rods? Because sometimes, I mean, it's clear I already have a connection of some sort.
I'm not sure, honestly, Robert. I really don't know.
It can move because it felt rigid.
I like to move sitting down. Can you point to where you are in the room, please? Use the left rod in my hand to point to where you are.
That was me moving.
I feel like she's standing.
Yes, they are. They're usually they're normally used to find water, Robert, but they've also obviously been used for spiritual communication. That's one of the oldest techniques of communicating with any type of entity.
That was me. I hit a trash can.
It's nice that they're addressing of the noises that's going on. That's always one important thing you want to do is if you're moving around, you always want to address what that noise is so people don't assume it's paranormal.
Are we speaking with the same person as before? yeses are the opposite. That's my yes. Or no, that's my no.
But if we switched, are we now doing a different conversation? Or is she giving you my yeses and nos? That's where the...
You know, Liz here says I've shared it
I
out.
guess I could just
Oh, wow. Check it out.
differentiate. See, my yeses are different. My yeses go out as a Y and my nos are X's. Do you understand?
Hello, Rita.
It's a yes for me. Sorry if I confused you. I have a difficult question to ask. Do you feel like people treat you like you're stupid? Do people talk down to you? If there's a way you can figure out what year they're from.
Is it still Victoria?
Are we still talking with Victoria?
Now, those noises you guys are hearing, it's probably just cars going by because it is close to the street. So that's if you guys hear that's just outside. That we heard that a few times while we were there.
You straighten it out, please.
Now, not in this video. I wasn't there for this one. It was at a different time. I was at Wildwood.
I don't know what that was.
Probably birds. I wonder if they kept records of who worked here. Are you pointing to where you are in the room? That's where I saw you earlier.
In case anyone asks, I just want to see how it's been interesting so far, but just wanted to check to see how much left of this video. There's about 5 minutes left of this before we go on to the next one.
You straighten it for me? I don't think she's actually a patient.
Hey, what's up, Scott? I hate to tell you this, but Lois left. She said she had to end early, so kind of too late.
You attached to one of the dolls downstairs? Yeah.
Awesome, Liz. Awesome.
upset they got rid of you? Are you stuck here?
I don't know what that is.
Do you need help?
Motorcycle.
What's the significance of a dragonfly to you?
Yes and no questions.
I know, but yeah, for the rods, but I'm communicating otherwise too.
I gotta say, as quiet as this video is, that's a really good thing to make sure, other than the sounds outside, they're keeping everything as quiet as possible. So that's usually how it should be when it comes to these investigations.
Would you like there to be a garden here?
Yes.
I kept seeing like a dragonfly and like a rose. Would you like to sit in the garden where you're from?
Scots, you're everywhere. Of course you are.
Like to play in the flowers?
If you guys hear that noise, that's coming from my laptop. I don't know what this is. It just keeps popping up on my laptop, this import thing. I'm not sure what the hell it is, but I'm trying to get rid of it.
If we took the rods down there, would you show me which doll you're attached to? Could you point to it for me?
I know.
All right, we're gonna go downstairs. Lead us downstairs. Yes, I know you're over there. I know where you are.
I think that's actually it. Yep, it is. Okay, so that was kind of an interesting video. I mean, just the responses they got. Again, I know we got a few here that believe it's a legit response. A few others who had kind of a skeptical kind of look to it. But honestly, in all my years that I've done investigations, I always prefer using a lot of the older techniques like the dowsing rods, because there's actually times that sometimes you can get responses with items like with the rods, but nothing with the more modern stuff. So sometimes using the older stuff, understandably, is far more better. I mean, it's definitely better for all the times that I've used it. So I'll probably actually be using them for my next upcoming investigation, which I will be talking a little bit about right before the end of the show. And it's also to talk about for next week's show. So we got here now. We got another video. This one I think I believe this one was at night, and it's about the same duration. It's about a 20-minute video. And again, I don't really know what to expect from this one, because like I said all the time, I don't usually review them myself before I present these, because again, I'd rather surprise myself. to see what's going to be coming up. So I guess next one we'll just have to see what's in store for us next. And like I said, there wasn't really much for me to present for today anyway. So as long as some of these videos are, it's actually at least covering. It's really keeping me covered as far as the time goes. So able to keep the show going until 6 o'clock my time, understandably. So on to the next one. We probably have an introduction to this one. Oh, part 3. Where the hell is part 2 and 1? I have to go back and find them. The bathtub, I remember. In this area, this is obviously the basement, and I remember this clear as day when we were there.
That's file number 12. Kirsty, Amanda, and Derek down in the basement. I'm actually going to leave my digital recorder on the stool because it's further away from the furnace. Is there anyone in here that wants to speak to us tonight?
Oh, the embalming table. Okay, let me pause this just for a quick second.
Guys, there's some.
The embalming table, I'll never forget when we were there. I think Jeremy and I were among the only ones that actually were willing to lay on this actual embalming table, and it was kind of weird. If I'm correct, I think Jeremy said he wasn't feeling too much, but when I was laying there, and I was laying there for probably about a good hour on that embalming table. And, as usual, at first, nothing really happened. But then Lori, who had an SLS, they told what they were seeing on the video. They told us to put my left hand out onto the left side of the embalming table. So I put out my arm. And according to what they were seeing on the SLS camera, there was a small figure. But the weirdest thing, there was more to it. There was actually 2 or 3 small figures that were being recorded on the SLS, but there was some 4th other type of entity that we really have no idea what it was. We don't know if it was just energy or whatever, but it was completely unorganized. It could not achieve a human shape, but one of the smaller entities that was being picked up by the SLS, as soon as I put my arm out, this figure, according to the SLS, was reaching out to where my hand was. And I know some people are kind of skeptical about the SLS. Some people say that they're not as accurate, but that night it definitely was working, because not long after when they said that whatever was reaching out to me, all of a sudden I felt this cold feeling in my hand, which not long afterwards, it began to take the feel and shape of the hand itself, though it was still ice cold. Best way I could really describe it, it felt like a child's hand. So it was, I had no idea that this small entity, which I wouldn't have been surprised was some child's spirit or whatever, that I was basically holding a spirit child's hand. And this was probably, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the longest physical experiences I think I've ever had in a paranormal investigation. I must have been holding up this figure. that was seen on the SLS, it obviously took a liking to me holding its hand. Now, most of us obviously would yank our hands back, as soon, after you feel something like that. But for whatever reason, I was able to put up with it. And I think I must have held this hand for about like 20 minutes. It was just one of the most bizarre. It was just unbelievable that I was actually putting up with it. And I've actually had a few people say to me, I was pretty brave in doing something like that, like actually holding a spirit's hand. And that's never happened to me before. So a lot of really fascinating stuff on that embalming table. I mean, there's a lot of people said that they've experienced different things while laying on it. So that's my story. And it was, let's see. Okay, now Eric just makes a good point. You were at peace holding the hand. Yeah. I really don't know what it was, but I was able to tolerate it. So it was just one of the most unusual feelings. And I think we did get that, in fact, when on Facebook Live, because while I was laying there, I think it was Tom, or it was somebody else that was with us that held the phone and continued recording on Facebook Live. And he, of course, obviously you can't actually see what's happening with me because it's completely dark inside. We didn't have any night vision. Well, you can't do night vision, unfortunately, on Facebook Live. So he was able to point the camera mostly towards the screen of the SLS. So at the very least, he was able to record these supposed stick figures that were around me. And when we also used the music box, including the one that Brad made me, which has the Exorcist theme song, it seemed like they also took a liking to the music. I mean, they were moving around almost like they were dancing to the theme song. It was just, again, these entities, whether they were kids or whatever they were with us for quite a long time. They obviously took a liking to us. So I'm most likely going to assume that these were patients, probably kids, most likely, that probably didn't have a lot of contact, obviously, with the outside world or very many friendly people to associate with. So that's probably the reason why they hung out with us for the longest time. What's up, Ed? Good to see you. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up quickly, and we'll get right back to the video now.
There's a table in here with 3 chairs. Do you maybe want to do a spirit box session in there so it's further away from the furnace?
Yeah, we also did one too in
That
that
way
very same room.
If it does say something, we'll be able to hear it maybe. Okay, so this is file number 13. We are still in the basement. We're just at a table. We're going to do a spirit box session.
Did they set these walls up? Brad and Nelson.
I don't.
They were there earlier.
Ready?
Do I have a back to this? Yeah. This camera's going to die.
Oh, hi. I just put this battery in right before we came down.
I'm gonna try and spirit boxes out. I never heard that noise before.
Is there anything that you want to say to us down here? I'm going to film this way.
Is there anybody in here with us? I've got kind of an uneasy feeling. Is that you fighting my energy?
I don't think that's the Necromancer, Ed, because I've used it. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's Howie. I'm sorry. I know his name is actually Howie. I'm so accustomed sometimes when I say the first name. Anyways, I don't know if that's how the Necromancer sounds, because oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking of Necrophonic.
Dan said
maybe
he
it
saw
does.
a little shadow peeping around. Are you down here with us?
So I'm not sure about. I've never heard of the Hope Spirit Box.
Can you move a chair in the other room for
Appreciate
us?
it.
You want?
weird, like, vibration in my left ear when that happened.
Nothing weird stuff. Turn it over.
Yeah, and then those
And then it says
spots.
something.
So Derek, Christy, and Slowpoke.
I'm going here.
Oh, they locked this door?
Yes.
You don't even gotta lock it. This one latches.
That's odd. It wasn't. I was gonna say if it was locked, it wasn't locked when we were there.
Man, it's cold in this hallway. You're sit right here.
Oh, I remember this room.
Did you hear something?
What's that?
I don't know. Me and Christy both heard something like.
Here, let's replay that again. Oh,
Did you hear something?
What's that?
I don't know.
wow.
So catch different angles. We're just gonna try something a little bit different. See if we can capture any EVPs. At the same time, I'm gonna try a pendulum that we don't normally do, but just to see. Since this place was a holistic healing center, maybe the energies are a little bit more apt to make a pendulum move or whatever. So the basic idea behind this is that the energies will move this. So
You have to ask it to show you your nose.
So pendulum, I've used that a number of times. That's another favorite technique I like using.
can you show me your yes? Can you show me your no? Can you swing it harder than that?
When did you hear a growl, Liz?
Is that your no? Can you show me your yes? That's one answer.
Yep.
Okay, can you stop? Okay, can you show me your no? A definitive no. I don't know.
You can see it, the chain tug. Have you seen it? Yeah.
Okay,
So it's
is,
circle for you.
is there a female spirit here?
That sounded like one of the things on the Ouija board.
Yeah.
Like the little.
So there is a female spirit here? Are there male spirits in the same room? Okay, can you stop? Do you enjoy talking to us? you do enjoy talking to us, this is going clockwise. If you really enjoy talking to us, can you turn it counterclockwise? No. Okay, can you stop and reset? Do you enjoy talking to us? So you do enjoy talking to us, this is going clockwise. If you really enjoy talking to us, can you turn it counterclockwise? All right, so we are still upstairs in the seance room. We had some success with the pendulum, actually, so we're going to try to do a spirit box. So that's about a 10-second lag on the audio. File number 16. All right, we are good.
I wish I could see what spirit box it is.
Can you tell us your name? Kind of bumming me out. I thought you wanted to talk to us.
Do you keep on making designs over here with this pendulum in the sand?
Oh, wow.
Do you keep on making designs over here with this pendulum in the sand?
That's a pretty clear response. Now this, I remember, this was Jeremy's favorite run.
All right, so we are heading back down into the basement.
So you got to see the bread. All right.
I don't think your camera zooms in enough to see it.
I got 16x magnification. Me, Brad, Alyssa, Christy, and Amanda are down in the basement. Recording. Well, there's a lot of dust on this camera.
It's very dusty down there.
So I don't know.
So
you
your
guys want the
camera
spirit
is
box
likely to
session?
get some dust on them.
I don't know if that's for me. Once I sit over here, it shouldn't be going off.
If my friend from earlier is still down here, can you make that flashlight go off again?
Yep.
Because that was the most exciting thing I've ever seen. I was so happy.
Yeah, we didn't get anything with the flashlight except for maybe a dim or something.
It got really bright. A couple times. You all remember that?
Yeah, but it didn't really. Brad adjusted the motion light.
Yeah, so that my camera can actually see it.
Gotcha. You guys know where Dan said he saw that shadow figure? There was the water dripping over there. I just thought I saw a black shadow move towards Brad.
I wonder where exactly, though. Hopefully they'll show it. All right, now you guys tell me if you can see a shadow.
Figure.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Wow.
File number 24. So whoever's in here with us, you guys talk into this recorder for us? Can you tell me why you don't want us in the attic? If you're a female up here, can you tell me if the male spirit is dominant, doesn't let you talk?
Sorry.
Yeah, the shadow was very brief, but you can kind of see it. I'm glad they were able to really slow it down so you can get a glimpse of it. Yeah.
Who stays up here on the third floor? Are you messing with my camera and our connection right now? You want us to leave this room? How would you feel if I climbed up that ladder again?
Responses should be interesting because they said they got one EVP, so I'm wondering what the recording is going to sound like. All right.
All right, so file 24. We hit play. Brad was looking at X-rays.
But
Is that you moving the
Yeah, I was moving those things.
But did you hear that whisper in the tree? Can you tell us why you don't want us in the attic? I hate you.
oh wow.
Yeah, 35 seconds. Weirdest fucking day. But you can hear you moving those papers, but then there's that whisper. I hate you. 35 seconds.
Yep.
Wow.
But there you go, guys. Live. Yeah, they do not like us up here.
Interesting. That was quite an interesting video, but let's see it. We only got about 13 minutes left, so I'm going to see how the next video is going to look. We might be able, depending on how long they are, we might be able to get through one or two more videos. Let's see, I'm going to check this next one here. This is this is only just a 50-second one, and I believe this was again more EVP audio recordings.
For sure.
No, EVP captured, yeah.
For sure.
Want to let us know? You can do so.
It's barely noticeable, but you can kind of hear it. I'll play it again for you guys. It's probably one of those EVPs that you're probably going to have to listen to. If you guys are watching and listening to this, it's probably better if you could hear it through your headphones, because understandably, I'm not wearing any right now, and I could barely hear it.
Want to let us know? You can do so.
Now that's a little bit clearer.
I'll come up here one more chair, and then I'll just use. I'm gonna use the chair to put the turtle.
Yeah, stop using the folding one. Oh yeah.
Come in here with us. What was that?
Yeah, some of them I was able to hear clearly, others I just couldn't. So again, it's one of those things. It's probably best that you should have, again, headphones to listen to. So to the next one. This one is, let's see. Okay, this is going to be another long one, but this should be able to last for the rest of the time. We're only going to be able to get through probably about, whoops, I don't know what happened here, but that was, that was the Estes method. I was going to go to that one. I was going to save for another time. So we'll watch this one, and we only probably have about 10 minutes to watch it. So let's see what we can get out of this one. Oh, it's the same group, actually.
There's something in there. Keeps it off that motion light.
Yeah, it was a good response.
Just say yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely the same team.
Back at Wildwood Sanitarium, guys.
Okay, scratch that. We only got 5 minutes to watch, actually.
Welcome to Wildwood.
That was quick of a warning.
So we're recording. This is file number 1 on my digital recorder right here. So we got myself, Derek, up in the clinic room. I'm going to set this recorder down right on the pad next to me right here. And we also have Brad. So no one's moving up in this room. So we're just going to do a quick EVP session. So when we came here in October, there's a spirit that did not like us up here. But did you hear that whisper in the tree? Can you tell us why you don't want us in the attic? I hate you. He actually told us, I hate you. Yeah. That's what he said. That is correct. Can that spirit speak to us now?
Oh man, this ought to be interesting.
He actually told us, I hate you. Yeah. That's what he said. That is correct. Can that spirit speak to us now?
Oh my God, jeez.
All right, so we're going to end this.
Wow.
Quick session, see if anyone wanted to talk. So we're going to turn this off. All right.
Whatever's, they're obviously still not happy with them being back.
All right, so everyone's making their way. Live stream rig? Yeah. Can I borrow that? Yeah. Where?
Right there. Oh, shit. Dude, this REM pod is going off. Oh, it just stopped. Yeah, and of course, I didn't have my camera running. I didn't have my camera running either. You guys, we just started the video. I got the REM pod down the bottom of the stairs, and it was going off. I didn't even start my freaking video yet.
Let's go down there real quick.
Yeah. All right, yeah, we're going to go down. Good idea, guys. See, this is why I wanted to come down here, man.
My camera was on. I probably captured it going off. So we're just starting.
Yeah, that's just them walking by. That's why it's making noise. POW here. Before we even came down the stairs, so we're going to hang out in the basement here for a minute. Yeah, bro, I walked over here just to come down here and get started, and the thing was going haywire. There it is right there. I just dropped it right in the middle of the floor. And I came over here, and it was going on. Is that the temperature sensor?
Yeah, that should be the temperature one. The other one, though, that was a different one that was going off last time.
The last time we did that haunted house, they were all going off. All the colors, red, blue, everything.
Whoa, jeez.
Nick Groff was here.
Did this really say Nick?
It says Nick.
I better find out when this video was shot.
It's very hard to see. It's a little beat up.
Yeah, but I heard Nick.
You can hear it. I was filming. It says Nick.
Hold on. I gotta find out about this.
Nick Groff was in this house. Is that if that's what you're talking about? It got started. It's not even dark out yet. It's weird how that's not going off now.
All right, so this is file number 3 on my digital recorder. So what I'm going to do is...
That was my flashlight.
I'm going to set my digital recorder right in the embalming table, so that way if we get anything, it's not me shuffling, anything like that.
Yeah, mine's there too. All right.
And then I will turn on this... Set it right. Actually, I'm going to set it over on this table so it's further away from that noise over there.
Whoops. I just do something. Okay, yeah, that was my fault.
Play with this flashlight. If you're here, can you turn it on like you did for me last time?
Take my digital recorder. What?
Draining the shit out of my batteries.
So I'm going to walk over by the tub.
I'm already down to 1 bar.
All right, guys, unfortunately, okay, we're going to have to stop right here because I only got about 3 minutes left before the next show. So, unfortunately, as much as it's getting kind of exciting, we will have to end this. But I was kind of looking at where exactly was this, when this was taken. I'm still looking for it right now. But you know what? Actually, I know the perfect way of doing this since we only got about 3 minutes left. Okay, so I got the name of the video, and oh my god, that was kind of unexpected. I wonder if he's whatever was there was referring to Nick Groff too. Let's see. Yep, that was about 2 years ago. So that was prior before we went, because we went during the summer of last year. So they wouldn't know who I was, other than it's probably referring to like Nick Groff. So it's absolutely my pleasure showing them. And as I always say, these videos do not belong to me. I'm just borrowing them for reviews. So it's just something that I enjoy really showing a lot. So very quickly, I just wanted to make a quick announcement. I'm going to show this to you guys one more time, especially for those who live in the northeastern area of New York. And this is once again revolving around Wildwood. Once again, there's an event that is coming up at the sanitarium, which is called There Is Hope Paracon. This is the poster of it. It is Saturday, September 23rd from 11 to 7 p.m. And also, if for more information on it, just go onto the page as far as, special guests, speakers, vendors that are going to be there. I myself, unfortunately, may not be able to go because, again, of how far it is. And also I got a few other trips I gotta go to. But this is going to be a real special Paracon, probably one of the first that really focuses on suicide prevention. It's a suicide prevention charity event. So from what Lori had told me, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great time. So hopefully, you guys, I don't know if I'll be able to go, but hopefully others will be able to. So definitely spread the word out. Now for tomorrow, to the Grave and Back, Lois and I were actually just talking about this on the phone last night. We were originally going to be talking tomorrow about the Hillside Strangler. Now, Lois, unfortunately, won't be able to be part of tomorrow, so it's going to be just me and Grizzly. So we were going to talk about the Hillside Strangler, but here's the thing. Because this week is Shark Week on the Discovery Channel, along with Shark Fest, its rival on National Geographic, we're actually going to be talking about a real important shark attack event that you can kind of say is kind of like a crime in of itself. We're going to be talking about the Jersey Shore attacks, or Jersey Shore shark attacks of 1916, which 4 people were attacked all in the same, very close to the same areas, and just within a span of days. And if you guys didn't know, this was actually among one of the events that inspired the movie Jaws. So they treated it like a real crime. So I thought it would be appropriate this week, again, because it's Shark Week and Shark Fest, that we talk about it on To the Grave and Back tomorrow. And then Supernatural Talk tomorrow night. I think it's just going to be open mic. Really don't know what we're going to be talking about. And then Friday, I think we were supposed to have somebody on, but yeah, I think they backed out. So it might just be another open mic chat with me, Lois, Brian, Ian. So it should be fun. Now, as far as for next week, for Nick Files, very quickly, because I got to go in another minute. It's already past 6 o'clock here. I would have continued on with Wildwood Sanitarium. I would have at least wanted to make a part 3, and part 3 of Wildwood was probably going to be the final part, in fact, because like I said, there's just so many investigation videos of Wildwood, and there's just no way we can get through all of them, considering, again, like how some of them are even longer than 35 minutes. So we're just going to focus on just a couple more videos. However, we won't be able to do a part 3 on Wildwood Sanitarium next week because due to an investigation I have coming up in less than 2 weeks. I don't really want to give too many details out because I'm not really sure if I'm really allowed to say too much, but within 2 weeks from now, I got a very important trip that's coming up. This is probably one of the furthest trips I've ever taken. It's certainly the furthest investigation spot that I've taken out west. It's kind of funny. Last year when I went to Wildwood, that was my furthest to the east. This next location is going to be my furthest to the west. And the location we'll be focusing on, it's what's called the Holy Cross Abbey. It's located in Canyon City, Colorado. And believe it or not, actually, again, I don't want to give too many details, but that is actually where we're going to be heading to less than 2 weeks. I'm really excited about this trip. I'm like literally ecstatic about it. I mean, I can't believe it's already almost 2 weeks away. And I got to say, my heart's pounding each day that it's getting close, because it's also, for me personally, one of the longest, not only the longest that I'm going out west, this will definitely be one of the real longest paranormal events that I'll be going to, because a lot of times when I go on these events, usually it's just a weekend event. You know, I usually leave Friday, come back Sunday, or on some occasions, sometimes we'll leave on Thursday and come back on Sunday. And on a few occasions, leave on Friday, don't come back on Monday. This is literally almost a week and a half event, because not only do I have that coming up, I also have another trip literally like 2-3 days afterwards where I'll be getting back on the road. And I actually am going to be heading back to the Bell Mansion to investigate. Again, I don't want to say too much about the reason why we're going back, but this will definitely be one of my longest road trips to date, and I'm really excited about it. But it is next week that I'll be presenting the Holy Cross Abbey. A lot of fascinating history. Adrian had investigated there earlier this year. This is the reason. That's actually one of the reasons why we're going out to investigate. So we'll be investigating with her, with Zach, with several other investigators throughout Colorado, and it's going to be, of course, Jeremy's going to be with me, and along with a few others. It's going to be so much fun. I really can't wait. This will be a true paranormal family outing, so I really can't wait for it. But this slideshow for next week will obviously act as a precursor before we go, because I'm pretty sure we're probably going to be filming parts of it live on some of the networks. I know we're going to be filming on Things Network, but I'm actually going to check with some of the other networks if I'm allowed to record on their networks as well, so that way everybody can see it. So, but yeah, so next week will be the Holy Cross Abbey. Again, that will be the precursor slideshow to the investigation. As far as Wildwood, we'll probably be back with it. I'm not sure about the following week, but if not, the week afterwards. So we will get back into it real soon. But anyways, I got to get off here. It's already past 5 minutes. I should have been off by now, because I believe Grizzly is on right now. And I believe there's also another show on the Pack channel. So everyone, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Love it when you guys give your support and views on this, because like I always say, I not only do this for myself, I always do it for I do it for you guys as well. So thank you guys very much. Thank you guys all so much. I'll see some of you guys tomorrow for To the Grave and Back and Supernatural Talk and Frighteners on Friday. But as I always say, if you rather just want to wait until the next episode of Nick Files, I will see some of you guys next week. You guys all have a great night.